are off course. Recalculating route.
The voice from the navigation system cuts out. The highway is silent. Steering with one hand while grabbing the phone from Xavier with disbelief, I pull into a rest stop. Xavier is her passenger princess. How cute. 900 kilometers to go? That's 200 more than when we started. He leans over and taps the refresh button. As expected, the screen goes blank for a while, then it displays a weak signal warning.
It's probably the magnetic interference from the polar night. We'll have to try manual positioning.
He glances out the window. Empty and featureless, the plain stretched endlessly in all directions.
There's not much to go on. I guess we'll have to wait for the signal to come back. Besides, the Earth is round. Even if we keep heading the wrong way, we'll loop back to Lincoln eventually.
Hopefully, the car rental place hasn't blacklisted us by then.
They won't. The registration only had my name on it, not us.
Yeah, but people will assume we're a team. And if our coworkers find out our first step of our self guided return was taking the wrong road, we'll be the punchline of every joke for the next month.
You've been driving for half an hour. It's my turn.
Xavier hops out of the passenger seat, walks around to my side, and opens the door, but he doesn't get in immediately.
Look, there's the North Star.
I get out of the car, but after scanning the sky, all I see are stars that look the same.
It's hard to spot. You need the help of the other stars. Find the M shape of Cassiopeia. Trace a line from the middle. There, it's that one.
I manage to pick out a faint star and nod after roughly judging our position. I didn't expect Hunter's Guide polar night missions to actually be useful.
What?
I knew it. You never read anything the association sends.
That's because whatever they send is stuff I already know.
Yeah, I know, Xavier. What's your definition of already? 10 years ago? A few decades? Or are we talking centuries?
We shouldn't block the rest stop for too long. Let's get going.
MC knows, okay? You're like 600 years old, Xavier. Actually, I want to know exactly how old he is. I hope they tell us someday. Before I can ask anything else, Xavier slips into the driver's seat, adjusts the height, buckles in, and gets ready to go. All of it is done in one smooth motion. When he looks back at me, he's already wearing the "I'm just waiting for you" expression. I climb back in, curiosity getting the better of me, and lean toward him. Come on, tell me. Don't I always tell you stuff about myself?
Yeah. You even told me that the cat we fed now eats 3 packs of freeze-dried snacks in one sitting.
Don't deflect, Xavier. Xavier casually turns on the car radio. I hit the mute button and keep staring at him.
Uh.
MC's not letting down.
All right. Most of it happened when I was still on Philos. And yes, it was from a long, long time ago.
How long exactly, Xavier? That's what we want to know.
Back then, it was just called ZK Gamma 13. It was a candidate planet with potential for a self-evolving climate system. Its core stabilization protocol got rewritten several times. It wasn't finalized until after the 7th magnetic shift.
Seriously. Hello? Wait, I didn't ask for the entire backstory. He leans on the wheel, rests his cheek on his arm, and laughs.
The signal won't be coming back anytime soon. Since our trip will be a long one, we have all the time in the world for stories.
But yours sounds like it might take several hundred years to finish.
Then why don't we start with something you'll actually care about? I attended the Astria Knight Academy. It had 3 houses: the Star Hunters, Moon Chasers, and Rainbow Runners.
Man, he's really
Each
telling her.
winter, they'd select members from all 3 to form an interstellar patrol team. Sometimes the missions were for support. Other times, they had to scout for planets that could potentially be a new home. Basically, we spent most of our time hopping between planets. We saw lots of interesting things along the way. One time, we passed through the dust clouds between 2 stars. And we watched a sun that didn't set for an entire day, on a planet where day and night moved at a snail's pace.
Xavier's life is so freaking interesting. Like, I swear I'm not being biased, but gosh, his story is so interesting. I love it.
And sometimes, our coordinates would be wrong. We'd land on some unnamed planet until we sorted it out. Like right now.
Then, based on your interstellar travel experience, what do we do? Xavier faces what's ahead of us, calmly turns the key, shifts the gears, eases off the brake, and presses the gas pedal. The car lunges forward and drags my startled yelp along for the ride.
We'll keep going until we reach the next rest stop.
Pedal to the metal, I guess.
The signal has been restored. Recalculating your route. The new route is 1,000 kilometers. You will arrive at your destination in approximately...
After 3 confident hours behind the wheel, we somehow end up in the middle of nowhere. Thankfully, the infrastructure here isn't too bad. We managed to find a 24-hour self-service pod hotel. 2 regular pods, 1 night.
1 pod. The biggest you have.
We're not going. We're not going to sleep well.
When I'm in confined spaces, I need intermittent emotional support. I can't be there by myself.
Sure you do, Xavier. Sure you do. It's alright. We can sleep together. It's not even a real condition.
Well, tonight is a perfect time for explaining it.
Why are you so cute? Stop. Xavier picks up the plastic access card from the tray in front of Otto and glances at the room number.
When I was traveling through space, I always had to sleep in those tiny pods. I could never get used to them.
Aww.
They were too cramped. I felt like I might hit my head with every turn. And the hypnotic brainwave tracks were always the same handful of songs.
I link arms with him. Don't worry, you have me this time. I'll make sure you eat well, have fun, and sleep. Oh, she goes, it's like sleep. A big yawn cuts me off, and Xavier takes a chance to poke my cheek.
We'll start with sleep. Then we'll work on everything else.
After spending hours in the car, I finally get to lay down, but now my back is complaining. I toss and turn in the pod. I try to twist myself into a position that can let me sleep. Xavier, maybe we should just return the car tomorrow. There are plenty of ways to get back to Lincoln. Besides, all this driving must be tiring you out.
You don't trust my driving?
That's not what I said. No, I don't trust the signal these past few days. Stop twisting my words.
Oh.
If we get lost a few more times, we might not make it back before the polar night ends.
Why not request time off? I know you haven't used up your vacation days this year.
I'll think about it. I turn over to face Xavier. I turn over again to face Xavier. You suggested to Captain Jenna that we ditch the support team and head back on our own. And now you're trying to steal my vacation days? Xavier, you just wanted a reason to travel with me, right?
It only took you 1 day and 1 night to figure that out? Impressive.
Are you mocking me? His teasing tone is impossible to miss. I don't even need to open my eyes to know what face he's making, so I pinch his waist.
It's already been a minute. Are you still thinking about it?
Thinking about what? I'm not saying no, but time on Earth is precious. Xavier nods and moves a little closer. Go to bed.
It'd be a shame to waste our precious time sleeping.
Oh my god! Xavier! Can you please stop? I can't. The darkness makes everything more vivid. I feel his hand on my waist.
Maybe I can give you a proper demonstration for how to help someone who needs emotional support in a confined space.
Xavier, I'm gonna need you to just turn it down a little bit, okay? I can't handle you. He is such a horn dog, I swear. It's always those little cute ones. Don't let that cute little face trick you. Since we're already traveling, we choose the scenic route instead of taking the fastest way back to Lincoln. After dropping off the rental at the nearest return station, we bike across half the city and catch a tram. It carries us past plains swallowed by the night. As the lights outside fade, the mountains slowly rise to greet us. Ding! The tram doors slide open, and the sweet smell of food instantly fills the air.
Cola, crepes, popcorn, blankets, stools, telescopes.
We've got the best view in town. Rooftop balcony at my place. 500 per person. Drinks and shuttle included.
Handmade Nordrin postcards. They're free to take. Miss, follow us on social media, and I'll give you the whole set.
Thanks. I'll take a postcard. It feels too rude to refuse, so I pick one with a starry sky. The cutout patterns glow softly under the station lights. This sightseeing town always gets plenty of visitors, but lately it's become an absolute sensation thanks to the polar starry night craze. Still, we've underestimated just how popular it's gotten.
The road into town is jammed. By the time we squeeze through, we'll probably be as flat as crepes.
I stare at the sea of people ahead and start having second thoughts. If this doesn't work out, we could go back a few stops. That music festival looked nice. Xavier opens a can of soda and hands it to me. Then he takes the bag and swings it over his shoulder.
It's okay. I found a shortcut.
Deep into the night, it's quiet. Pines are interspersed, and the damp air carries the scent of grass and moss. Xavier's so-called shortcut is a path through the forest just outside the town. There's no one else in sight. I raise my phone and try to get a faint signal. Of course, there's nothing. Up ahead, Xavier stops walking. He looks at the sky for a few seconds.
That way.
Weird. Aren't you usually the one who gets lost all the time? Did you download a navigation app to your brain?
the stars have been bright lately. During our travels in space, we'd sometimes encounter turbulence and lose our coordinates. So, I memorized the star map, just in case.
The night air is getting colder. I rub my arms and hurry to walk beside him. Did anything interesting happen when you were lost in space? Xavier blinks slowly, shifts the bag to his other shoulder, and rummages through it.
We once ended up on a planet that wasn't in any records. It was impossible to pin down our location. Supplies were running low, and the nearest support ships were light years away. Most of the team were new. They thought we'd never make it back.
That wasn't the kind of interesting I had in mind. I'm about to say his story isn't what I'd hoped for when soft fabric touches my cheek. Xavier wraps a scarf around my neck and loops it several times, as I tilt my head as he adjusts it.
Aside from that, the planet was beautiful. Plants were thriving everywhere. We even found a species that people thought had gone extinct. Then, one day, I came back and found a wavy leaf sea lavender outside my pod.
Oh? Was it from someone who liked you? I picked up a little flower and gently brushed it across the tip of his nose.
I wish. At the academy, people used to pluck the petals and do fortune-telling with them. You'd whisper your question, and if the last petal gave you a good answer, it felt like a sign.
What did you ask? Xavier laughs, plucks the flower from my hand and tucks it into my front pocket, and then takes my hand. We start walking again.
I never did it. The flower has 5 petals. The answer you start with is always the one you end on. And I was the most experienced one in the group. I knew exactly how slim our chances were.
Our steps softly crunch through the fallen leaves. They echo faintly in the still forest. But I know how it ended. Xavier figured it out and brought everyone home.
I mean, if I didn't, wouldn't it be kind of creepy for me to be telling you the story right now?
Unable to hold back anymore, I gently kick him. The trees start to thin out and the canopy opens up after a few more steps. An entire lake appears before us. The surface mirrors the sky above. Stars are scattered across the water like a glowing sea.
The best place to stargaze is on the lake. Come on.
Concerned, I stare at the small boat Xavier borrowed. It's clean enough, but the worn, patchy surface looks like a dried orange peel. One of the oars is sitting at a weird angle. This thing looks older than I am, and it's manual?
Are you coming along or not?
I take his hand and hop in. Well, you can pilot a spaceship. I guess I could trust you with a boat. The sky hangs low, and the lake reflects it like glass. Everything is still except for the wind and the whispers of the night. If you ignore the sound of our clumsy rowing, it could almost be a perfect dreamy time. Maybe I should have thought twice before choosing this. It's taking forever. Do you think we'll have the energy to row back later?
Returning won't be a problem. The rental employee said they offer a paid towing service.
Xavier glances at my rowing that's obviously not doing a
let's
lot.
be honest, I'm doing most of the manual part.
We get it, Xavier. You're such a big, strong man. Do you have to call me out when I'm taking a short break? I make a show of rowing a few strokes, then I give up and lie back down on the wooden deck. Xavier, do you see it?
See what?
The stars. Isn't that why you brought me here?
There are plenty of them.
You said that half-heartedly. You're not even looking up. You only see this kind of night sky once in a lifetime. Xavier looks down at me, his eyes reflecting the soft, hazy moonlight.
I don't need to look up. I can see them just fine.
Ripples shimmer gently as the boat rocks, and the rest of the world seems to disappear. Oh my god, he's so cute. His breath is close. As he leans in, his figure blocks out the sky above.
Whoa. Sorry. Coming through.
I told you to paddle left. Hurry up. We're going to miss out on the good spots. Cola, crepes, popcorn, blankets, raincoats, telescopes.
Mood was ruined. I sit up and use Xavier's shoulder to steady myself. Around us, at least a dozen boats were already floating in the middle of the lake. More keep arriving from the distant shore, and they're all packed with excited tourists.
Sorry. We almost ran into you guys. Hey, do you want some sparklers? They look great in photos. Take this box.
Before we can say anything, a box of sparklers lands in our boat. It sits between us. Thanks. Xavier picks up the box and sits back down. He pulls out a few sparklers and looks sort of annoyed. Yeah, because his, romantic moment was ruined by all these tourists. Come on, it's not that bad. Peak season is bound to be crowded. Even a night like this, loud and a little messy, is still beautiful. You can't really experience it while on a spaceship.
I'm fine. You don't have to cheer me up.
He's so cute when he's, pouting. You say that, but your face says otherwise. Confused, he looks up and waves a sparkler at me.
I was just thinking. We don't have a lighter.
Oh. Xavier thinks for a moment. Then he brings his hand close to the sparkler. Little flickering lights sparkle around it.
I guess I'll use this instead.
I take one and gently tap it against his. Actually, this is cooler. Wait, so did he light it or he just made his own sparkle? I think he just made his own sparkle. Because I was thinking oh, he doesn't have a lighter. And I'm like, well, I got a Raphael who can fire. Turns out that the polar night sky changes over time too. At first, the sky is dark blue. It's like velvet that was brushed free of sunlight. Stars hang quietly above. Slowly, the blue fades to gray. Then it darkens into a rich black. One by one, the stars grow clearer and brighter. By the time Xavier finishes pointing out each star to me, everything around us has fallen silent. So where does dancing come into play here? We should head back. Are we staying in town tonight?
We'll be outside the town. It's peak season, and there aren't any rooms left. The boat rental guy said we could keep this overnight.
They're gonna sleep in a boat? Don't tell me the double sleeping bag was also something he just happened to provide. Xavier gives me a look of feigned surprise. It's too theatrical to be convincing.
That guy is really thoughtful.
After a pause, I slide into the sleeping bag and wrap my arms around his waist. Let's just pretend every hotel in town is full. It's past midnight, but the bustling square in the center of the city is still loud, bright, and crowded. A massive digital display floats above the square. It broadcasts a performance on the open stage nearby. Music and lights ripple through the air. Laughter rises as the people raise their drinks and dance into the night. We step out of the station and barely find our footing before the crowd sweeps us into the celebration. As for how we ended up here, 2 hours ago. Xavier, you don't need to hold me so tightly. I can't breathe.
You're the one who put your hands inside my sweater. I ended up being your personal hand warmer.
It's because who could have known that the temperature would drop by 10 degrees during a polar night? Xavier loosens his arms a little and gently presses his forehead against mine.
Sorry, I didn't think it through.
Oh, Xavier. Good thing I love you so much. It's fine. It's not like I wasn't enjoying it. Besides, this isn't like your old space missions. You don't have to be the most experienced one all the time, and you don't have to be responsible for everything. With me, you're allowed to mess up. Do what you want. Be Xavier. Oh, that's so sweet.
Okay.
All right, let's roll back and find a hotel. The guilt on his face suddenly looks too real. I don't like where this is going.
So the room I didn't get, that part was actually true.
Oh, Xavier. Luckily, extra trains were running at midnight during the polar night. We caught one going back a few stops, so we made a spontaneous detour to a sleepless city. It's hosting its own festival. Music flows down from the rooftops and passes through train platforms and street corners. Lights flicker. Everywhere we go, people are smiling. At first, I'm just following the crowd, but the joy here is infectious. It's not long before I'm walking with a spring in my step. It's so lively. Lincoln has polar night festivals too. Tara sent me pictures. But considering how we're traveling, slow and constantly off course, we're definitely not making it back in time for that.
Then let's join this one.
But it's really late. We've been out all day. Festivals usually have a dress code, and the main stage is still far away. Maybe after a short rest. He's gonna whip out his new outfits. Like, I got you. Confetti floats through the air. Xavier leans in and looks me with a steadfast, bright gaze.
Let's go together.
Suddenly, all my hesitation feels silly. I grab his hand without thinking.
What does this mean? I don't get it.
It means I'm not letting go. It doesn't matter where we go. He reveals a faint smile before taking a step. He leads the way as he gently parts the crowd. We quickly find a self-service styling studio tucked away in a nearby mall. I finish changing and push open the door to the makeup room. It's dark inside. Xavier? Going around the partition, I finally spot Xavier's figure by the window. Outside, the dark sky could seemingly swallow everything whole, but between the buildings, glimmers of starlight break through. Suspended lights shaped like planets flicker in the air. They're almost like quiet whispers from a distant galaxy.
Why are you just standing there?
I should be one asking questions. Why did you turn on the lights? I almost walked past you. He moves closer and turns on the lights around the makeup mirror.
Can you see me now? Or should I turn on a few more?
not funny. Stop laughing. His fingers brush against mine, and a soft tickle trails across my palm.
The chains on your outfit are tangled.
I look down and see his slender fingers already working to untangle the decorative chains around my waist. You're very thoughtful. I bet it isn't your first time dealing with something like this.
If I said it was, would you give me a quick lesson before we head out?
What do you mean by that, Xavier? Everything you say sounds suggestive. I swear to God. Xavier's still looking down and carefully adjusting the chains, as if he said an offhand remark. I think for a moment, then I playfully reach out and loosen his tie a little. You don't have to look flawless on stage. A little messiness might be more charming.
Is this for the stage? Or for you?
A little bit of both. If it's for me, would you listen? He slowly raises his head before placing my hand on his bangs and letting me ruffle them. Through the tousled strands, his eyes shine like distant stars.
What's next?
Oh my God. Ooh! The air between us slightly heats up. I look away and press my finger against his forehead. During a performance, your eyes should be focused. Don't let them wander.
Why is it important to stay focused?
It helps convey emotion and is more engaging. More magnetic, I guess.
Then why do you avert your gaze when I look at you like this?
You got me there, Xavier.
Did I do something wrong?
Oh my God, stop. Mirroring his expression, I stare back at him. Stop asking me that. Don't you already know the answer?
No, I don't.
He just wants to hear you say it, MC.
But on the boat, I remember you saying that Xavier is allowed to act on impulse. He can make mistakes.
Our gazes meet again and he leans in. Hello?
So will you still look at me?
What do you say?
So even if I mess up now, me like this.
He's still looking. Our noses touch. His breath is warm and gentle, like fluttering down feathers. Then you have to keep shining. Don't let me lose sight of you.
All right. I'll be the brightest star in your sky.
Above us, the starry sky stage has dimmed, and I can faintly hear the closing song in the distance. As expected, by the time we're done with getting ready, most of the ceremony is already over when we arrive. Yet as I look at the hand that tightly holds mine, I know I haven't missed out on what actually matters. The stage is all the way up there, and the cable car is closed. How are we supposed to go up? Girl, he can just zap you up there. He can teleport.
There's a method that's faster than a cable car.
There we go. In the blink of an eye, the scenery around us shifts. When our feet touch the stage, the planet-shaped decorations light up again. The audience has left. No one is here to notice this quiet, subtle change. At least we don't have to worry about the crowd. And right now, I want to watch.
You only want to watch me dance?
I nod without hesitation and pat his chest to show I'm looking forward to it. He leans in, his voice tickling my ear.
All right.
Dance for me,
I hope
Xavier.
you like the brightest star.
Oh my God. Here we go. Not yet? Okay, wait. Soon. He moves to the rhythm and steps into the starlight. His body stretches with grace, each motion fluid and effortless. Spotlights arc like trails in the Milky Way. Starlight gathers and shimmers behind him. Everything is enveloped in a soft, radiant glow. If a journey across billions of light years was all for this moment when our gazes meet, then maybe those eyes have been searching for me a long, long time. Oh, girl, you have no idea. Oh my god. I love that part with the tie. Cute! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I can't. That floor choreo is wild. Oh my god. Here it is.
That's weird. Weren't the stage lights turned off?
Unexpected things usually happen when you're traveling through space.
It looks like our journey is about to get swallowed up by darkness.
At least, I'm not alone this time. Some things should be kept between two people, and only two people.
Oh, don't look at me like that, Xavier. What if the darkness changes me? Like, what if I become unpredictable? Oh, MC girl. Pinning him against the
Then
wall.
I guess I'll just have to find the answer before the polar night ends. Then I guess this is your way of claiming me.
You dirty girl.
If I'm correct, then for the rest of this night,
Oh my god!
you only belong to me.
He has her lifted up and pushed against the wall. Oh my goodness. Oh!
There is no darkness that could ever claim me.
Ah! Oh my god!
Because my everything.
Oh my god! They're really going for it.
Is for you to take. It's all yours.
Whoa. He really like... I don't know if I was just seeing things, but he really like grabbed her thigh right there, didn't he? Whoa! Ooh. I'm gonna put Luzio in Lucio. I'm gonna put Lumiere in Luzio. I have to see that again in his Lumiere outfit. Okay. After the celebration, we spend the night at a hotel, and we're back on the road the next day. Things didn't always go smoothly, but like the little hiccups in the journey through space, we dealt with them. Under the night sky, the country stretches out before us. The city lights in the distance flicker faintly along the horizon. There's one last stretch left in the trip before we return to Lincoln. On the grass, I turn around to face Xavier and walk back toward a spring and walk. Oh my gosh, let me read that again. On the grass, I turn around to face Xavier and walk backward with a spring in my step. Yeah, because she just got. She just got. You know. I mean, I would too. After having a night like that. He's in a good mood. The trip's almost over. Do you have any final thoughts to share?
Let's see. The navigation system misled us 3 times. We almost got sick while camping, and we only realized the pot needed to be plugged in after lighting the stove. I still think it was great. Perfect, even.
He sounds like he's in a really good mood too. We're both in a really good mood. I mean, can you blame him? Somebody's giving a suspiciously high rating to the chaos he planned.
The best part of any trip is the unexpected.
Xavier pulls me to the side to avoid a rock I didn't see. I take the chance to link arms with him. Maybe that's because you don't think anything is a problem. Even when you told me about the engine failure thing, you sounded like you were just saying the coffee was unsweetened. Before I could even get nervous, you were already like, I fixed it on the way.
Okay, I'll try to come up with something more dramatic and cinematic next time. Like the ship suddenly breaking into pieces and me rebuilding it while fending off wanderers.
Before I can respond, Xavier places his hands on my shoulders and turns me. He whispers into my ear.
But something unexpected outside of this journey has already arrived.
Suddenly, flames burst through the dark sky nearby. A massive curved figure begins to rise. A hot air balloon. The wind whistles past. There's a soft whoosh as flames flare up and cast flickering lights across the hot air balloon's panels. The hot air balloon rises. The envelope swells with the wind, and the basket sways slightly as we look down from the edge. Below, the ground glows with a soft grayish-blue hue. Oh, great. Gray-bluish hue. The outlines of the rooftops shimmer faintly, and a silver road arcs across the land in the distance. Everything looks so small. The houses, the road, even the forest you walk through.
Yeah, from up here, all of it seems tiny.
When you look down at the planets from your ship, was it also like this?
At first, yes. Eventually, it just felt quiet.
Was it lonely? Xavier leans on the edge of the basket and lets out a small laugh.
Not really. You just realize that whatever you thought mattered, maybe it's not as important as you believed. Whether it's the reason you started the journey, or the choices you thought were non-negotiable. When you're that far out in the universe, they start to disappear.
He looks up at the night sky. His tone remains soft.
I used to think people forget why they set out on a journey in the first place. Little by little.
I nod, choosing not to press further. In this brief exchange of words, the hot air balloon continues to rise. Mist stretches across the treetops like a veil, and the dark-colored mountains roll toward a glowing city skyline. Xavier, that's Lincoln City.
Yeah, I see it.
The hot air balloon sways gently. I reach for the edge and end up touching Xavier's hand. I tilt my head up to look at him. He's already looking at me.
From the universe's point of view, we're not even a speck of dust. But right now, you fill up my entire sky.
So sweet. The hot
and
air
there are
balloon
countless.
the hot air balloon hovers as if the world is nothing but us and the stars.
Stars. Finding one specific planet is almost impossible. The universe is too vast. So much so that even two people meeting again feels like a miracle. I've traveled far, taken wrong turns, seen things I never expected, but I never forgot her name. The planet I had been searching for all along.
Maybe that drifting traveler looked up at the sky in the exact same way as the current me all those years ago, whispering the names of stars over and over again, trying to remember. And those stars he saw, were they as distant, quiet, and as unreachable as the ones we're seeing now? So, you didn't forget. No matter how far you went or how long it took, you never forgot about where you wanted to go. The city lights ripple through the mist below us. Time itself seems to slow down.
It's because this time, I'm not traveling alone. Someone has been with me the whole time. With her by my side, even the unexpected becomes unforgettable.
I turn toward him. The night wind blows the hot air balloon's panels. Firelight glows softly against the side of his face.
I used to think that you needed a good reason to set out on a journey. But the reason is simple for this one.
Between the stars above and the horizon below, he takes my hand as if he's finally found his way home.
I want to be with you for a long, long time.
So sweet. I like that a lot. That was so fun and cute, and oh my god, that was so good. I love him.